How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna talk about vampire decks. It's a monster deck, as you probably guessed, and it's gonna be a beginner's deck. Going back there as you guessed. And few quick announcements before we go to the deck and to the gameplay, of course. First, I actually wanted to start with my twitching, and I started actually a week ago, but I found out that my internet had some problems apparently, so I had to call to the supplier of the internet, and so as you guessed it, there are some problems and delays. So yeah, there will be I am going to Twitch like I promised on my last video. It's just gonna be delayed a little bit, so I want to apologize for that. And my Patreon channel is actually up, and I have decided like two things. Okay, there are two things that I've decided about the Patreon. One, the first five guys, the first five followers, five Patreons that are going to follow me on Patreon, I've decided, no, you know what, let's make it 10, because I actually enjoy doing this stuff. The first 10 followers on my Patreon, I'm gonna do something for you, and completely free, and just because I actually like to do it, and why not? You probably don't know because I'm not posting anything about it, but I pretty much enjoying with doing some neon effects in a Photoshop. Actually, my profile photo on my Instagram channel and on the YouTube channel is actually something that I made, and it's a neon effect. So I decided to give you guys, the 10 new followers on my Patreon channel, will get a free photo. They just need to follow me on Patreon, send me the photo that you want me to do the neon effect, tell me the two colors that you want me to use and the shape that you want me to use, and I will give and I will make you a neon photo for free. Why not? And instead of giving the heads up to the no, you know what? I've decided to grant you guys from the Patreon the just before I'm gonna upload the video. I think few days before that, I'm going to give you a heads up what the video is gonna be about, and probably the photo that I'm making. So those who gonna follow me on Patreon will know. Oh, and the deck, of course. I'm gonna upload the deck to the Patreon page before I'm gonna make the video. So yeah, if you follow me on Patreon, you will know before the video what kind of deck I'm gonna do it, and you're just gonna wait for the gameplay to see how I play it. And yeah, that's my quick announcements. And yeah, so don't forget to follow me on Patreon, and of course don't forget to like and subscribe this video and the channel itself for future content. It will help me a lot if you subscribe to my channel. Anyway, let's go to the deck. As I told you, it's gonna be a beginner's deck. It's a vampire beginner's deck. That's why I am not putting the Crimson Curse to the deck. I know that if you're playing a beginner deck and you're planning on starting a vampire deck and you already have it, put it. But usually when you're just starting or a beginner, you probably won't have it. probably won't have a lot of cards. So for a beginner's deck, it's not a must. But if you do have it, put it in. It's a really great card. But in this video, I'm not gonna use this ability. Maybe on my next vampire deck, a more of advanced deck, I will put the Crimson Curse. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna put the Crimson Curse on my next vampire video. And yeah, so as usual, let's start from bottom and go up. It's gonna be sort of vampire bleeding and a little bit of a thrive deck. Yeah, so you can see we have a Necker, one is enough, a Bruxa, 2 Plumard, 2 Garcane, which is actually a really powerful card. I would highly recommend to use it if you're using vampires. You can use only one, but I think 2 is way better than 1 in this situation. Fist of Blood 1, Undying Thirst 1, we have Nekurat 2, important, it's a really important card, so 2, don't even try to play less, it's an important card, use 2. Help, Fuka, I guess, Fladder, we have 1, Endraga Larva 2, Wing of the Night 1 powerful card. Now Alpha Werewolf, I was kind of not sure about it, but then I think about it and it's a beginner's deck, so why not? If you follow me for a while, you should know that I used to play my first round like 3 cards and that's it, to make sure my opponent use his cards. And Alpha Werewolf actually one of the cards that I use on my first round. Yeah, because you don't really need it actually. It's immune. It got immunity and thrive, but that's it. For this card, for this kind of deck, it's not important. My guess is on the advanced deck, I'm gonna remove it. So yeah, we have Lasherate, Osriel, which actually I use only after I use the old Spear Trip Asleep. Yeah, the second I remove him, I remove Osriel. Actually, so as you guess, these guys work together. I played this guy on my first round, and I close it with this, the Osriel. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna let you another secret. There is a, I call it a 3-card combo. I play the old Spear Trip Asleep on my first round or second, depends if I have it. Then of course he dies because we're going to the second round, and my last 2 cards that I'm playing on the second round or the third round, depends, is Osriel, and then it gets his power, and I use the triangle within a triangle because it has actually 9 provision points. 9. So it will have 9, and it will, the power will be 10 because of the old Spear Trip, and another 9 because of the triangle within a triangle, which means he's gonna be 19. And I'm using this combo as a last combo. Um, so yeah, I jumped a little bit. So we have the Protfo Fleder, I guess. We have Oriana, Katakan, we already talked about these two, and of course Geralt of Rivia. Now, usually I suggest to go with Yrden, but in this type of deck, it's more of a damage deck. So I wouldn't recommend to use it because like 80% of our cards are bleeding cards, and we're gonna spread the bleeding to as much enemies as possible. And we're not intent to kill, and we're not letting our opponent boost himself. So if he's not gonna be boosted, why should I use Yrden? Instead, I'm gonna let myself a little bit of a backup and keep the Geralt of Rivia to make sure if he, I don't know, somehow managed to boost himself more than 9 power, he'll die. But in the future, I promise you, I will actually change it to another card. There is another card, and I'm not gonna let you know now what is that card. Just follow me and subscribe to the channel, and you will definitely know what the card is that I'm gonna switch the Geralt of Rivia. And of course we have, because it's a bleeding type of deck, we're gonna use Blood Scent. Yeah, so that's the deck. Now we're going to the gameplay. Okay, we have Scoia'tael. So, as I told you before, 3 cards I guess I'm gonna play, and it's probably gonna be the Necker and the Lavra. So let's remove this one, it's too early. Maybe I'll think I will play the Fuka, then I should remove the left. Okay, we got some cards here. He's already using his leader. If I had a unit in my hand to remove it to a range row, I would have done it. Yeah, I think it's enough. Don't need to win this round. He got 6 cards. I got the card advantage. I got rid of the worst cards that I had in my hand. I can't say worst because this in the right moves, these cards can actually be really powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the werewolf, definitely. Now there is a card that is missing and I wish to have it now. Ah, crap. Okay. I think he's not gonna skip the play, and he's gonna keep playing with the 9 cards he had. If this is his wish, then why not? Let's start. Okay. Oh. Fog. Okay. Should I play another charge? Yeah, let's go. Now my next card will be probably Oriana. Should have waited. Let's put on this guy. Definitely one of my favorite vampire cards. It's Oriana, and she's crazy. Boosts health by the number of bleeding enemy units. It's crazy. Oh. some damage actually. I'll probably have to use Ozrael, and he got only a 4. I have a 5. 5 plus 9. Still not bad. Ah. Okay. We're going to the third. Still got more cards than he got. Yeah, I don't care that you have an armor. That's the beauty of bleeding. Oh no, what should I do? Probably this. No, this card is actually really nice. I really enjoy it. It might do some massive damage if you use it correctly. So I have a 5, and he got a 5 as well. I think I'll go with the opponents and remove the 5. So that's the deck, as you can see. Don't really need to use it, but whatever. As you can see, he kind of have some weird use of a Witcher deck. It's quite a Witcher's. I won't use it that way. I actually have a deck. I made a Squirtle deck. In my previous videos I have an advanced deck on Squirtle. I would have used it my way, not that way. But yeah, that was my vampire deck, and as you can see, it was quite of a simple starting, and spread the damage to as many units as possible. Now, you just don't put many bleeding effect on one unit. Spread it as many units as possible. That will maximize the damage. It will boost your Oriana to there were games that I managed to pull 20-25 points on Oriana, and it can be a extremely deadly, and in the future I promise you I'll show you even a stronger vampire deck, but you can start with that. It's a simple, powerful deck. And thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and you can share my channel as well, and don't forget to follow me on Patreon and Instagram, of course, and I will definitely see you next time, guys.